Welcome to ArgueBros, the podcast that gives you multiple perspectives on today's hottest topics. Hosted by NicoPengin, Fred in Progress, and Jess Freeman. If you're looking for some inspiration from and for normal people, or simply want to know the bros a little more, you better open up your mind to the fresh perspective that's coming your way right now.
And now we are live with another episode of ArgueBros, where you have two bros who've been playing Dumb Bros for a long time from the App Store, ordering chaos, and now we're about to just have a normal conversation. Fred in Progress in the building we meet today. No other special guests. Fred, what's up?
How we doing today? Another nice late 10 p.m. night.
So
After work bash.
I see that we have electronic bikes on the topic at hand. I used to love biking a lot, but I don't know how I would feel with an electronic bike.
Oh man, I'm looking at getting the most expensive one in the future.
What?
Like getting like the $5,000 one. You know me, I like to plan out for the best
For
one and
what?
then like just imagine it for a few years so I can afford it.
But for what?
Because then I don't have to pedal anymore. I know you
But
can
you
get the
could do
cheaper
it
one.
with, yeah, you can do it with
You
the
can get it
cheaper
with the
one.
cheaper one. You can get with the cheaper ones. But I mean, why aim for the cheap when you can aim for the best, man? And then just not get anything. Because even the cheap
the
one, even
wallet
the cheap
dictates.
ones, no, even the cheap ones are unaffordable to me right now. The cheap good ones are like $1,100. Unaffordable.
Yeah,
So
'cause that-
instead, I'd rather just wait and just go for $5,000 one. So that means I gotta work harder, make more money, and save better, invest more, and then I'll get that as a payoff about 2 to 3 years.
Now, the expensive one, what does it have over the average one? Does it have like it goes further, it goes faster? Does it not pedal in place?
The one I'm talking about, it's like goes like 50 miles per hour, all the way up to like 70 to 80, depending on the mods you put on it. It can go with 40 miles range wise because electric. You don't got to pedal, so you go full throttle. It's almost like a dirt bike, but all electric. It's really cool. Because let me explain to you the vision, guys. The electric vision that I have. I want to get me a Tesla. And then in my Tesla, I want to have me a small little foldable scooter in the trunk. So that way when I go to charging and stuff, traveling across the states, I'll just get out and just ride my scooter around. On the back of my car, I want to have my electric bike. So that way if I go to a trail, decide I want to go out in the nature while I'm on my trek across the states in my Tesla, I'll ride at the trail with my electric bike. And then I wanted a boosted board. But man, did they burn.
But you want to get an electric scooter, a boosted board, an electric bike, and an electric vehicle?
Yeah, so I'm going to have an electric arsenal of
my God.
maneuverability.
For what? What is the joy?
I love that. I love that kind of electronic tech, man.
Oh, you like, so you're trying to get the Wolf Warrior?
Enlighten me, what is that?
That's a electric scooter that can go 50 miles an hour. For a 70-mile range.
Interesting. No, I did not know about that. There's so many the electric skateboard, scooters, all that kind of stuff. There's so many brands. There's so many brands names.
This looks like a low-key motorbike, like for real. Look at this. This looks like a low-key motorbike. Looks like I could just catch some air. Like some
I'm gonna show you the one I'm talking about. I gotta find the name again. They are expensive though, and just like when the boosted boards came out, that was a huge thing. And now the big thing is like the e-bikes now. Now the big thing is the e-bikes and stuff.
How much is the one you're trying to get? You said
5,000.
Do you know the brand name?
Yeah, it's by Suron. It's the Vega.
Oh, there's this one called Capella. It's only $1,099. It ships out in mid-July. It hasn't come out yet.
It's a Segway dirt bike X260.
And is e-biking getting really popular lately?
Yeah, but it's expensive to get into. Oh, let me tell you guys the story that will really spur this along. I am a very weak individual physically currently because of some health reasons that I will later on talk about possibly. And so I'm trying to get back in shape, man. I bought me a bike from Walmart, man. I went out to the trail, guys. I was like, I'm going to get some biking in. I was biking for like 30 minutes. I was like, ooh, I can't feel my heart. I had to sit down. I'm gonna pass out. I'm like, oh, okay. I like the outdoors. My body don't like the outdoors. I got to work a little bit to like view them. So hence, electric bike. Instead of having to actually pedal, I can just ride and ride on the trails, guys. Like, oh my god, money and electricity solve so many problems.
But how do you like? Do your feet pedal at that high velocity, or like do your feet
They're
just?
not even pedal. Okay, for the one I'm talking about, they're not even pedals because it's all electric. You don't even have to pedal, and you could buy pedal attachments, but they're just for looks. Because if you don't have pedals in some states and you're trying to drive it, the police can pull you over and be like you're riding a motor vehicle instead of being an electric bike. So you wouldn't have to have a permit and stuff. So some people get the bike pedals so that it can look like it's a bike.
Oh, so it's really just like an electric thing.
Yeah, but you can call it e-bike. So theoretically, it's a bike, and so it can go 28 miles per hour, or you can cut the engine security straps, and then it can go up to 50 and 60. But yeah, I got to find a replacement for the booster board. This is mainly about electric maneuverability, man. I got to find a replacement for the booster board though, since it's so trash. Like I said, the market is so flooded with different name brand products that you don't know if they're actually good or not.
I mean, I seen that in the last couple of years or so, they sold like 260,000 units. That's a lot of numbers being moved.
Oh, yeah, everyone's getting into electric tech. Well, it's not just vehicles now, but now everything is getting electrified. Yeah, I'll just throw that in there. Electrified. Yeah, all the cool things. What is next to be all electric? Rollerblades, man. When we gonna get some rollerblades all electric? Yes, that's what we need next. Propelled rollerblades.
What about there's already the hoverboards, which are like almost like sideways skateboards, but there's got to be like electric skateboards too.
No, I'm talking about like actual rollerblades.
Oh, you know what that makes me think of? That makes me think of like Bate in the story of how like imagine those electric rollerblades. Imagine if they're hoverblades. Dude, the story could be real like within a couple of years.
Technology's trending in that direction, yeah.
Dude, I just saw the other day somebody had a home built hoverboard and they were just hovering for like 20 minutes and they had it on two pads. Almost it looked like a flying like snowboard. And I just thought like, wow, if technology gets to the day where they can split them up into individual shoes, into individual boots, like the cover, my back cover on this thing right here, like if they can get them into individual things like that, and then just have the like propellers on the inside on the underneath of the boots, and then propel them like that, whoosh, and then like have another propellers on the back side of the boots to push them like that, swoosh. You know what I'm saying? Then within maybe 5 years, 10 years, or maybe even 20 years, like this story, Bate Ascending, Bate the comic that's coming up within a couple of weeks, it may not be just a fantasy in my head. It may actually be an actual real life sport, one, a comic, two, movie, or whatever. Like, dude, because I was thinking to my dad, and I was like, yo, Dad, what if the story ends up becoming like a real sport, and like I revive an old Taino Dominican sport, Central American sport. And now I make it hit because now we're adding technology and making that, extra fly. Because, I'm styling on people, you know what I'm saying? Because I can't draw. And I'm not about that designer life and whatnot. But I got people, you know what I'm saying, that are lending a hand in order to make these dreams a reality because I can't draw.
Oh, yeah, for sure. If you get big enough and draw enough attention, people be interested in whatever, honestly. It gets eyes of the people.
Then imagine like, a LeBron James kind of dude that decides to join that kind of league.
Whatever happened like the XFL and stuff.
Yeah, like
some side league. I mean, the big three doing good.
Yeah, like, dude.
I mean, there hasn't been a new like real game invented in a while, or like brought back together in a while.
Because I just kept thinking, like, at some point in time, there's gonna be a day there might be a brand new sport, because the way that sports are currently going on now, it's very unlikely to like think about it. In basketball, it's been a while since 100 points got dropped, or like the craziest stuff, and fans are always demanding the absolute best out of everybody else. And then it's like, well, if you're always demanding and pushing each other to the absolute limit, why don't we go revisit some of those ancient sports, because they never had an opportunity to get modernized.
Rethink them.
Yeah, now not only can we modernize them, we can add science and technology to the sport of our ancestors. Like I was thinking, like, man, dude, that would be crazy if I became like commissioner of the league of Bate or something like that. Yeah, that'd be so wild. And it's just like, and then I could ask you on your expertise of motor vehicles.
Man, oh my God, bro, you could actually with Bate, you could actually use that as to bring awareness to the community, so you can have a community aspect to it as well. Because people rally around something that's something communal, like a sport, and then you could bring awareness to like your past heritage.
For those that can't see what Fred in Progress is doing, he's looking at some e-bikes right now. Now, when it says e-bike, does that mean that it's 100% electric?
Yeah, this means 100% electric. So that's what e-bike is. And the e-bikes have different terms because when there's new stuff that ever exists, no one really claims what the term really means. Everyone starts creating their own e-bike. Some people say e-bike, you have to actually pedal it a little bit and it can't go above 20 miles per hour. Other people have e-bikes that go 80 miles per hour and it's basically a motorcycle. So it really depends on what you buy is an e-bike. I would like to aim for the future and get like the like it's called the Segway X260.
Mm-hmm.
It's really dope product. Probably the next hobby I'm gonna get into. You know how I get about with hobbies.
Yeah, and when did you start picking up this hobby?
What are we talking about? Like the overarching hobby of electric vehicles in general? Or are we just talking
vehicles
about
minus car?
Minus car?
Mm-hmm.
Minus car. I'd say about 2014, 2013. When I started seeing like when I started seeing like the Segway scooters, and I started realizing, oh my God, that's gonna happen in my time. Like, oh my God, it's gonna happen in my time. We may not get flying little snowboards like Marty McFly, but hey, we're gonna have very fast speeds.
And
I'm
the
like,
funny
okay.
thing is, at some point in the very near future, you'll be charging one e-bike per website.
Hey, you know what's even funnier though? That when I had that dream, man, I weighed too much to even fit on. I was like, I over the weight limit. I was over the weight limit for all of them at that time, man. I was over the weight limit for all of them.
Chill. Oh man,
I couldn't achieve my dream just on a basic restriction of weight.
now, how fast does that one go? Because it says X160 and X260. Is that the CCs on the bikes?
No, that's just how they name stuff. That's just how they name stuff.
It
can go up to like
battery?
70, 80 apparently. No.
For
One's
real?
a smaller size. One's a smaller size. Like the X60
Wow.
go less and stuff is cheaper. So
40
you can go
miles,
46
mpgs. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah. So you can go real fast on it. I would be only using it probably like going 30 miles per hour, 20 miles per hour. I wouldn't really be trying to use it too much.
I'd be revving up. I'm trying to catch some air on some mountain trails.
No, because you got to drive out to the trails. I don't know if I'm gonna be living around trails at that time. So if not, I'm gonna just be riding the streets.
I'm always gonna be around some trails.
Oh, y'all gonna be in the outdoors?
You never know when you need to just run. Yeah, you never know when you need to just run outside. And plus, everywhere. I mean, unless you're like in a desert or something like that, I feel like every place is gonna have trees around at some point, or like plains. But most places are gonna have like even where you're at now. The quarry's a place that's filled with great trails for dirt biking.
Oh yeah, that is true.
I'd be just revving up in the quarry. Vroom, vroom.
And it's funny that I want this, even though I like always not wanted to ride a motorcycle.
But you also got to pad up,
just like that.
Because if you fall, that gonna hurt.
Yeah, but it looks so much fun, man. This reminds me, like I said, this reminds me when I wanted a boosted board. Nah, because it looks very stable and I have a good balance.
You sure?
Yeah, I have good balance. One thing I'm sure if I have good balance.
And now, can your height accommodate that? Because I see the guy just like leaning back, and he looks like he's 4 foot tall. So,
nah, it can accommodate that. And then plus, once I learn more, I can just get.
Are you sure?
Get attachments.
Look at the dimensions. Can a 6 foot dude ride that safely? Because you're looking at this like you're my height,
bro. Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Because that looks like it's perfect for my height. I don't know if your height would be able to. Oh wow, 3 to 4 hours on a quick charge.
Yeah, but this is what I want. This is like as I work towards increasing my productivity and increasing the way I earn money outside of my 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, in the future, I can get enough cash flow and like residual income where I can then continually invest, and then hopefully 3 to 5 years from now, I can complete this electric maneuverability dream I have, rolling around with multiple ways to transport myself.
Now, would you name your vehicle?
I don't know. I haven't thought about all that yet, but it's definitely going to be a ship. It's definitely going to be a ship because it's gonna carry many things in it, from more vehicles
would you ever
to
try to do
people
tricks
inside
on
it.
it?
I definitely if I get that, I'm definitely gonna learn how to do a wheelie. At least a wheelie.
So
At
would you
least a
try to
wheelie.
catch some air?
Nah, you crazy.
They got
Nah, you crazy.
suspension.
No,
I was
no, no,
looking
no,
at.
no, 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 no.
I was looking. They got a nice suspension. What you
Oh
mean?
no, yeah. They got a lot of sports people doing the little motorbike stuff. No, I'm good. I'm
You ain't
gonna
gonna
be
test
driving
it
like a
out.
grandma on that. No, I'm good.
The shell shock.
I'm be speeding around, but
That's
I
the
ain't gonna be
first
doing
thing
all
I
them
want to
jumps
do.
and bounces.
That's the first thing I want to do. I want to catch some air in it.
Bro, if we in the future get us some acres, man. Hey, we're gonna call it
Bro,
Acreville. If we get some acres, man. We could. This
nigga,
is how we can transport around
I'm
our acres.
gonna get my friends.
Mountain bike.
I'm gonna get my friends. I'll be like, I'm gonna need y'all to build us a little 1 to 2 mile. You know what I'm
And then we get us
saying?
some bunkers too on it. We could easily transfer. It's silent too, so we can do a little trail and have to get to our different bunkers and our acres, man. Y'all shouldn't be hearing this. Y'all shouldn't be hearing this, but we're gonna have our nice acres. It's gonna be nice, man.
Yeah,
It's our transport. I'm scouting out the transport.
yeah. Now earlier I was asking you if you ever had like a dream job as a kid. You never had
Nah,
it.
I never really had one. I wasn't like everybody else dreaming about what they wanted. I didn't know what I wanted. I was just going day to day.
Man,
I never really had anything major.
Man, I remember like I would change my mind like every freaking day. My mom used to hate it. She'd be like, "What you want to be today?" I'd be like, "I want to be a professional baseball player, man." And she's like, "Oh, that's great. Make sure to exercise, eat." And I was like, "Cool." Next day, I'm like, "You know what? I need to do more reading." And she's like, "Why aren't you exercising?" I was like, "Because I want to be an archaeologist." And she's like, "What?" Like, "I want to study dead things." And she's like, "That's not an archaeologist." I'm like, "No, the dead things in the ground. I want to dig them up and discover them." And she was like, "I thought you wanted to be a baseball player." And I was like, "Did I?" Well, now I want to be an archaeologist. Bro, I used to change my mind so freaking much on a consistent basis that by the time I got to high school, I was like, damn, what do I really want to do? Because everything sounds so fun. And whenever teachers would ask, like, what do you want to do? And I was like, everything. Like everybody had a hard time deciding exactly, if they wanted to do something, whether they wanted to do something. I was like, I want to do it all. Can I accomplish everything? Which is why I'm so glad that we decided to make presenters for hire, because it allows us to essentially get paid to learn topics that I generally wanted to learn anyways. And now I'm getting an opportunity to relive that passion in a temporary time period while getting paid. I mean, unless somebody like, asks for our services permanently, then we gotta reevaluate that. You know what I'm saying? Like if a college is like,
contractor basis.
yeah, it's like a college says we need you guys here for the next 5 to 6 months. It's like, well, I'm saying, if the money right.
Oh, you talking about like you're talking about like get booked like a comedian would get booked to like a casino or something like that for a few months for the
Yeah.
residency.
And like one of the things that I heard is that sometimes you don't even necessarily need to do it like 10 or 20 different topics. Sometimes you could just focus on a select 2 to 3 topics in order to be very, very niche based and be very specific. And people will generally want to hear that on a consistent basis. Now, in terms of you looking at all the e-bikes, what's the number one thing that like a specific feature that you really like, or you must have if you're gonna buy one? And that's why you're getting the $5,000 one, because it has this feature.
I like how the speed plus range it has. That's the main reason I want it, because I want to be able to get out of my Tesla or get out of my vehicle wherever I want to. I don't have to drive my car all the time. Like if I just want to go to the store down the street, I just want to go for a quick ride somewhere, or if I want to drive my car and then go out for a ride, I want to be able to go for like a few miles, go fast, go wherever I want. It's like the freedom of it.
So
Like the freedom of different
you're gonna ride it
transportation.
while it's charging?
What do you mean? No.
Yeah, I'm saying like you're gonna put your Tesla to charge and whip out.
Oh
the
yeah. Well, my
Segway?
Tesla charging. Yeah. Yeah.
Is
So
it
by
gonna
that,
fit in the truck and stuff?
no, you can just get it like a bike rack.
Oh, it fits on those?
I would assume so. I've not done enough research to tell you, so don't let me lie to you. Don't let me lie to you. I would assume so,
I'd be
theoretically
like,
speaking.
that'd be lit. I mean, at least on the Tesla, the Tesla SUV, right? Because then at least you could put it like on the top, right?
I don't think it's that heavy where it can't fit on the back of a vehicle. I wonder if you have to carry it different. Oh yeah, we have to carry it differently, but I don't think it'll have any difficulty.
Do you think you'd have a steep learning curve trying to use it after not biking for a long time?
That's a good question. I was thinking about it's like, don't matter to me. I have good balance. I figured I just want to just start going off slowly. I'll go 10 miles per hour, then I'll hit 20, then I'll hit 30. I'll just learn
You
like
think
everything
you'd be
else. I
that
got time.
patient?
Yeah, when I like stuff, I'll go all the way in. Like I said, this is the one of the I have very few things that I like, and then very few things that I aspire towards. And this is one of the few things that I like. I want to have my electric mobility station, basically, of my Tesla, and there with my little hoverboard, booster board, whatever gonna be. And then I want to have my, like I said, my electric bike.
So what you're trying to say is you're trying to be Iron Man?
Something like that. I'm gonna get a lot more accessories hopefully in the future. I'm it's a good time to be alive. Let tech
Think about it.
continue to
Think
advance.
about it. Yeah, in 5 to 10 years, when they
Like, who
make
knows
these
what's
shoes,
next, man? We're gonna be flying next.
Yeah, when they make these shoes, I'm buying these, right? I'm buying flying shoes.
Oh my god, man! We need to make a better version of the wheelies. Someone needs to make a better version of electronic wheelies. Like, all we need to do is throw a motor in some shoes. We wait. What is this? Come on now.
Hey,
It's
hold
just
on.
simple. Like
You're
$70.
giving too much sauce. Come on now. You giving out all the sauce that we coming up with.
Man, we're gonna need some money to R&D that.
You know what I'm saying? But bro, think about it, because when I see movies like Star Wars and Star Trek, and they're all in the far future, it's like, nah, that's literally in like a year or two. Literally, with the way that technology is growing, the way that battery capacity and battery affordability is growing, where a smaller battery can actually have almost a bigger capacity, which is almost ridiculous. Like, it's crazy. It's getting safer. It's getting more affordable, which means that having flying shoes is within our lifetime. And not just having flying shoes, but also having like top tier an Apple-like company. Like, what if an Apple-like company reaches out to us and be like, hey, we like those shoes, we trying to sponsor it? I'm gonna be like, I'm making sure there's enough zeros for me and everybody that I'm around, first and foremost. Second, I'm making sure that in this contract you ain't scamming me. Because
definite.
Same with you being capable of because what if a competitor offered you to sponsor, but you got to use their e-bike?
E-bike for how? I don't like representing things I don't actually like, because then I'll just be critical of it the entire time.
But you could be critical enough to improve it. Quality assurance.
Like I said, there have to be some deals behind the scenes to talk about.
It's just like
sure,
it's just like the athletes with tennis rackets, where they're like, "This is crap. Who would ever play with this?" And it's like, "We'll pay you $20 million, and your critical feedback will go into making a better one." And
as long as I get I want the first implementation of every critique. I want to improve on my
every
stuff
product,
first.
The prototype. The prototype is like, "Hey, you better give me the prototype, and I'm gonna crap all over
quickest fixes. I want the quickest fixes too."
It's like, I'm ippity typity, because this ain't no Segway.
There will be definitely clauses. There will be clauses written in those contracts.
It's like, this ain't no Segway. It's like, y'all trash. Like, you better up the money and fix this ASAP. You're gonna be a tight businessman. People are gonna be like, man, it's like, he gonna represent a large crowd. It's like, yeah, I used to be a weeb. Now you better respect. Come on now. It's like, and as representative, I need to make sure that I got the best of stuff. So if we gonna make something, you non-Segway branded e-bike, you gotta make sure you gonna try to hang with the big ones. Now, are you looking to just ride with yourself, or are you looking to like join like a network or a group of people?
Definitely gonna look for the people who are in my area with other e-bikes.
How are you gonna find them?
Reddit, other Facebook groups. I'm pretty sure if I just Googled e-bike riders in my area, I'm pretty sure I'd find them, because they want to be found. They're those kind of groups that want to be found.
But what if they're having bikes that they're selling used for $200 to $300, and you're trying to buy the perfect one right now?
I got nothing to do with me. I don't care. I'm waiting.
You sure?
This e-bike, I'm not getting this e-bike before. I'm getting my Tesla before I get this e-bike. What's the point? Why would I spend $5,000 on this bike when I haven't got my Tesla?
No, but I'm saying like, somebody could be selling a $200 to $300 version used.
Cheaper. They're not going to equal to
no. I'm saying one of those. because you never know. Somebody might have bought one for their
Bro,
ex,
you are talking like a 0.1% chance.
that's so
Why
it's
are we looking at
possible.
the
Is it possible?
0.1% chance?
Because it
That would
might
be
be
impossible.
possible.
No,
You just never
no.
know. You never know.
If it's not 25%, don't even look my way. Okay.
But you don't even know if it's possible.
Not possible. There's no way someone is going to be selling something
You
that's
just
$5,000
don't
for
know,
300.
bro. Somebody could have just broke up with their ex, and they're just trying to get rid of it.
Wow, great human ingenuity. I love that.
Bro, you know how many times Jordans have been sold like that?
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying you have to be at the right time.
That's what I'm saying. And if you're at the right time, at the right place on a consistent basis,
I'd rather go the surefire route if I just need to invest, and then I'll have the money to buy it when I can. I'm just gonna wait. It's not a priority. It's just a dream. That's why. Just like with my computer that I finally have, it was a dream for so long. I played on my microwave laptop. I used to overheat heat for like 10 years. I couldn't afford a computer. Now I finally have a computer. Just like that. I'm gonna just remember it, and then when I get it, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I have it, and then go about my day. Like I never dreamed for it.
I mean, so does that make you more so of a solo player or a team-based player?
Meaning what? What do you mean? Elaborate.
Are you gonna get the bike first and then join a group of people, or join a group of people before you have the bike and then get in?
I'm gonna join the group of people as I'm ready to get the bike. So
prior closer
yeah,
on,
because in like 2 to 4 weeks, possibly 2 months. So I'm gonna join it as I'm planning on getting it. When I'm finally decided I'm gonna get the money and do it.
I'll be
joining before.
I'll be laughing if one of them says, "Man, you should have asked me 2 months ago. I
would have gave you my bike. It was cheap.
Yeah,
it was so cool.
If
something like that, I would have sold it to you for cheap.
My dad was retiring, and he said that he didn't want it no more, so I gave it to someone else. But it's cool.
We were looking at somebody to bless.
It's like, it's cool. You spent 5 G's on it. It's like, and NicoPengin's gonna hate me for this.
I don't believe it. And how long my refund? I'm reselling it
now. When you actually start to get in there, what is going to be your approach to networking with them? Are you going to try to like hang out with them, bike with them? Like, what are you going to try to talk to them about in regards to like just getting to know them as a person, or just like, hey, where are the best spots to go riding?
I'm gonna do anything new person does to any new group. Go with the flow and talk to people. The most simplest thing there is. I just have to be there. Exist in their space.
Do you think you have any specific or uniqueness about yourself that's gonna make you stand out and immediately just integrate naturally?
No, I'm gonna stand out and they're gonna be like, why is he here? How did he afford this bike? Did this man steal this bike? So you're like, who was Dapper Do-Rag Dan over there?
Yo, you wildin'.
I'm gonna be a very friendly, gentle giant. It's a nice tall little. Hi guys, how you doing? I used to have training wheels.
Very true.
I got to start off with humor.
Now, as we continue to wrap this up real quick, what is something that you currently do in your downtime that other than just looking at it endlessly on like Reddit, do you actually start to do like research in regards to like the benefits? Because I was looking at the benefits of it, and I realized there's a lot of health benefits, like with cardiovascular, getting you a good workout, burning calories and stuff like that. Because I thought it was just you sitting on a bike and just chilling, being a little bit lazy. I didn't know it was a workout.
Okay, yeah. See, this is where let me explain to you the difference. The e-bike I am talking about ain't no workout. You said it's literally fully automatic. My wrists are working out with the throttle. That's about it. I got to grab the brake with my fingers. Ooh. But no, there's different kind of e-bikes. You gotta the ones that just give you assisted pedaling, which is where they give you a little bit up the hill. There's one that
because I was like, how do you go 40 miles an hour with assisted pedaling? Like, what?
Your leg gonna get snapped, fam.
Yeah, I was like, how
pedal too.
All right, so you're not trying to get none of those, okay?
No, I'm trying to be lazy and get the one that's just full, basically a motorbike, but I can ride it on the streets and the sidewalk.
Oh, I like on the bike
bikeway and everything too.
That's not bad. That's not bad. And it's pretty affordable too. It's kind of cool. Some of them actually look like they can be taken to off-roading too.
Yeah, those are mountain. There's mountain e-bikes. Yeah.
Except how would that work? Like when it starts to get dirty. Like I feel weird looking at like
Just
Teslas
clean it
or
like everything else.
like, man, if I spray a little too hard, it's gonna get in the battery. I just always have bad luck with phones and water, bruh. Like, what is up with phones and water?
It's waterproof, like IP5 rated. So apparently they do good enough job sealing everything up that needs to be non-watered.
I hope so. I don't want that corroding.
Everything that is not supposed to grow will not get the water. All
right, and as we finish, Fred, any upcoming projects that you want to give to our ArgueBro listeners out there?
None right now. Just definitely keep an eye out for Fiverr. Trying to get that launched up into June. I'm launching that website development business. Be doing a few things on there. Just stay tuned for that. I'll definitely be posting like my Instagram about it relatively the next few weeks.
With that said,
one thing I want to throw out, guys. One thing I want to throw out. Hold up. Can't on here. I just want to say, hey, every time I see a Tesla, my heart stops, and I'm like, man, that's my future. So anybody in the near area, the Madison area, y'all want to, be like, y'all own a Tesla. You just want to drive by and say, hey, look at my Tesla. I would totally enjoy that. Just throw that out there, Tesla owners. Somebody, one of y'all.
In regards to the upcoming project that NicoPengin has, I currently have Bate, the comic. It's launching within a couple of weeks so far. I'm currently just making the finishing touches. I also have a couple more episodes that we're dropping. Me and Fred in Progress decided to really start focusing so that way we can provide consistent content to all our listeners. So that way nobody can complain that we're not giving consistent content. You just can complain about everything else. Can't say we ain't giving you enough to talk about. As well as we're still looking at launching Presenters for Hire within a couple of weeks as well. So if anybody needs any assistance in regards to learning a complicated topic, so far we've been asked about cryptocurrencies, stock markets, option trading, trading pretty much, and a whole bunch of Wall Street stuff.
People want to learn about money making.
That's
one of the first ideas, finances.
Yeah, people just want to learn about money. So, we got Presenters for Hire on deck as well. And as always, you can check us out on NicoPengin.com. That's where we're going to have a lot of our information, blogging, and anything that happens, as well as you can follow me at NicoPengin1 on Twitter. And for any business inquiries, you can DM me or send me an email at NicoPengin1@gmail.com. Fred, hit him up with your IG.
Just Fred in Progress with 3 S's at the end on Instagram. That's all I got running right now because social media's be killing me mentally. Stress out here is real. But I just want to say, keep an eye on that NicoPengin.com website. Make sure you take a look at it. Realize that it will be changed in the future by my hands solely. You're going to see some good looking shit in the future, guys.
Done by Fred in Progress himself. So, ArgueBros, that's it. Peace out.
You've been listening to ArgueBros. We hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and leave us a review to let us know what you think. Keep listening and we'll catch up with you next week.